Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Eden Journey podcast, a place of fellowship, communion, and community. We're so glad that you could join us again for yet another episode.
Yay.
Today, we decided to come higher, to
come up higher to where you are.
Come up hither. You see that Moses was told by God, come up.
Come up higher.
come up
meet
higher.
with me.
Come up higher. Anyway, guys, we're so happy to be back and to be on your screen for yet another episode.
Yes, for sure. Always so fun to have these conversations, and it's always exciting to just chat. We always talk like I was thinking the other day, tunaongeanga tu ni kama we're having coffee.
Yeah.
Just talking.
Yeah.
Whatever conversations we have here are conversations we would have when we are just out there having coffee. So we are here with yet another solo episode.
Yay!
Before we start, there's something that's been perplexing me.
Joan, don't perplex me.
I won't. But there's something that's been bothering me. And there's a certain group of people that I respect in this Nairobi. Watu wenye wanaamua kummanuva hii town on a bicycle.
Bicycle, you mean?
Like bicycle.
Black
Si
Mamba?
motorbike. Like
Okay.
whatever form of bike.
Why
Not
is that
motorbike.
fascinating? Yeah,
bicycle.
motorcycle. Yes.
Not motorcycle. Bicycle.
Bicycle. Okay.
Bike.
Sawa. Bike.
Ile ya kupedo. Yeah, that's a better description. Ya kupedo. Because I'm like, with all this danger, matatus, tuk-tuks, nganyas, magari, yani you have chosen that your mode of transport is a bicycle.
But have you seen the fuel prices?
Fuel prices aside, like they've been there even before fuel prices.
What exactly? The danger part?
It's like, you know me, I love riding. I love riding the bike and everything. And the thought of I can leave my house and go to work in a bicycle and come back. I feel like
Very
they're the most
daunting.
courageous people in this Nairobi. They should be shown all the respect. They should be given awards. They should be given positions in power because they're able to evade risk, calculate the risk, because by the time unajua nduthi at least anaweza calculate juu akona speed. But huyu speed yake ni the cycling. Unaonangiwa fascinating. Ama Thika Road akunanga watu wengi wanatumia bicycle.
Unajua mimi siko Thika Road.
Okay. Kikuyu, Kiambu Road.
Limuru Road. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen people on bicycles.
Hey, me, I use Ngong Road when I'm going to work in the morning. And there are so many people who use bicycles.
Really?
Nakuanga fascinated now. And it's not like normal, like unaona akona gear na ni bike poa. So
Like
ni mtu
mountain
choose. Ni mtu choose this as a hobby.
This is their
It's a choice. Yes.
I don't know if I've seen, like I can say I've seen many, but I know people, right? There's actually a center or Ngara. Once you're coming down Ngara, there's a bike center. So you leave your bike. I think they even have showers.
Oh.
So yeah, you shower, you leave your gear, you close, you go to work. Then in the evening you
nice.
come.
That's something I would do if I lived on those sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you talk about Thika Road, I know there's like is it Ngara? That as you're going into Globe, there's a shop there.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yes, Cyclists.
Yeah, Junashanganga, if you're going to work, how do you get to work? Do you shower? Do you change?
So maybe they
It's
go
a
to
lot.
offices that have bathrooms.
Probably, but yeah, I thought I would share my fascination and my awe for people who ride bikes in Nairobi.
Do you
Shout
go
out
to
to
ride in
you.
Karura?
I've never gone to ride in Karura. I should. I used to ride in Nakuru a lot, but just within the estate. Kufika kwa highway is where I draw the line.
You're just like,
No, I love my life.
You used to ride your brother's bike?
I had a mountain bike. Nikiwa mdogo, my mom bought my mom or my dad, both of them bought me a bike. I had the coolest bike in the estate. Ilikuwa noma.
Can we get a picture?
Ilikuwa,
how did we ascertain it was cool?
We can't get a picture. Ni ya kitambo.
Okay,
Hiyo
but
bike
going
ilikuwa
on your word, it was
inaitwaje?
very cool.
BMX.
Okay.
Ilikuwa a BMX bike. Where when BMX was BMX, it
yeah.
was.
Nowadays, I don't know what kind of bikes. Maybe when we start having children, we'll know.
No.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa na ride your bike. I was the baddest bike rider in that estate. Niliendesha mpaka ikakuwa mkebe, like it was falling apart. I rode it so much. So I really appreciate my
But
parents
bike
for
is a
buying me
really
that
good
bike.
way of cardio as well. So maybe that's why they're riding their bikes.
Probably. I'm sure there's a logical reason.
There has to be. But
It's
also
just that
traffic.
I don't understand. The logical reason
Yours
is
is
fascinating.
the risk part.
It's a risk part, and it's brave. It's brave.
Shout
of
out
them
to all the cyclists in
in this
Nairobi,
Nairobi.
and
Show me your ways.
outside. Yeah. Okay.
So bikes aside, today's conversation is just a chat. And Daisy, you serve in church.
Yes.
How long have you served within the church space?
My God. Since high school?
Since high school. Mm-hmm. In what capacity?
Very different capacities. I think the first shout out to my youth pastor then. He asked me to lead. We used to do morning devotions in church from, I think our service used to start at 9. So we used to do them from 8 to around whatever time. So he gave me an opportunity to share. I remember what
to
I was
share,
wearing.
like to preach?
Yeah, like to just share. It was a devotion, like kwatu, like 10 or 5 people.
Okay.
He told me to share, and from that point he just kept pushing me. Then after a while he said, I think you can join the worship team. By then I'd never sang anywhere. Then I joined. Yeah, then just the role evolved over the years in terms of service. Back then we were in a different church, so it had a different administrative setup. So I served as a secretary for so many groups, became the secretary for the church, the youth church. Just the service has evolved during the years in the new church as well, serving in the worship team. Service has, I think if I can go back, it started in high school. And it's that specific pastor I remember.
Who pushed
Pastor Evangelist Julius Kahara really pushed me. And even today, he really still gives me opportunities. Like he moved to another church. He called me recently. He was such a nurturer. That's what I'd say.
That's good.
For you, Missy?
Me too. I think I've served since after high school. When I joined now the church, my general home church. I just joined randomly. I finished high school, then I was like, okay, I'm done with my mom's church. Let me look for a church. Went to this church, loved it. Joined the worship team at the time, which was it was a growing team. So I just joined and started singing there. And I've served in different capacities from then. In campus, I didn't join my university CU because the university I went to was in the same town I lived in. So every weekend I would go home and then serve and then come back on Monday or Sunday evening. Before that, high school, I don't think I served in the CU or anything. I did. I was in the CU choir. I think I mentioned in the last episode.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
But here ilikuwa so chini ya maji. I would just go sing. Na hiyo ni singing a presentation like once in a month or twice in a month. Na uko in a crowd because a choir is like huge. So unapotelea. But yeah, I've always served after now high school when now I joined the church that I was in. And different capacities, served in the young professionals ministry, fellowship, different committees within my church. I think right now, in a span of like maybe 10 years or 11 or more, is a time where I'm not actively serving in the church setup. Like sasa niko church every Sunday na serve.
Kama mshirika.
Exactly.
Sasa we ni mshirika currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to, because we're in a different church, trying to navigate that and trying to find like, okay, which ministry? Are we still going back to the worship team? Are we finding another ministry and all that?
Okay.
What has been your experience serving? Or why did you think you needed to serve in church?
I didn't think the pastor asked me.
Oh. Ukuamua, I need to serve.
No. Sina kwambia pastor aliniuliza. Na mimi nikakubali. And then now, how many years later?
Sasa ulijipata aje from now akikwambia share devotion alafu suddenly uko worship team? There was a decision there.
Yeah, but was it a conscious one? I don't know.
It was because you showed up for practices, Nini.
I think also church gave me community. It did. Yeah, I think in that season it gave me community. Even past now when we're in campus, because now we were in campus in Nakuru, then coming back home, serving meant that I could still be part of community. Because you see, you've gone for 3 months. Because I don't remember if I used to come back regularly. So when I come
Did you serve in
back,
campus?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But remember our
Fellowship.
it was there's that. Oh, there's that. But the way the CU was, I feel like it was very different.
Yeah.
Depending on the church that it's founded under.
Yeah.
So it was a bit different. So now when I used to come back home, I used to feel like the church, like after 3 months, you come back, plugging in used to feel like community. Yeah. So I think maybe that's what I gravitated on towards. But also I started to see, or rather they started to call out now leadership, which was just like, oh, okay, I didn't know I could lead.
Oh.
And in that whole thing, I started to find my voice. I realized, oh, I have a voice. Oh, I have an opinion about things. Oh, I can execute when I'm given a mandate. So I think maybe that consciously or subconsciously made me always come back. Yeah. So that those different skills that are being drawn out. Yeah, I think I'd say that.
I like that because I also don't think I consciously decided that now I'd be serving. I think I just moved to a different town. I wanted community. There were new people, meaning I liked to sing. I was like, okay, there's a worship team. I joined, and then now you just find yourself in the space of serving.
Yeah.
But then I feel like, yes, it might start like that, but then there's a place now you begin to decide.
To choose. Yeah, because it also starts to eat into your time. Into your time, like, into your resources.
And then also, because at what point do you decide that waking up at 5 or 6
is a
being in church
decision.
at 7 on Sunday and you have to be at work on Monday. Is a priority.
Imagine. And on Saturday you were at practice probably.
Yeah.
And then as we were coming, the church we were in, we used to do ropes, rates of passage expenses.
But then you were very involved in ropes.
Very.
I remember.
Like I even got trained and everything. And it got to, because you go to camp for 3 weeks.
Hey.
You leave your home, you go and camp with them for 3 weeks. Like you have, it's true. Like it gets to a point.
Camping msitu.
So kuna the camping msitu part, and then now kuna camping enye you're taking them through. Tanari has a really detailed program about it, and that's the one our church used to follow. So they're literally separated because the boys are there for 11 days and the girls are there for 8 days. So that's a whole 3 weeks where you've left your job. I remember when I first got hired in the law firm I was at, because the camp is in November and December. So sikuwa nimewahi omba leave. But I knew this thing is very important to me. I can't tell you why, but I knew it was such an important part of who I was,
ask for leave.
That I had to do. So I remember going to my boss and asking him. He couldn't say no because you are entitled to leave anyway. But he's trying to understand nini that is very important, right? So I think it gets to a point where it's a choice. And I think for me, the choice is I realized what an honor it is to help a generation. Yeah. To raise a generation or to help them transition from one stage of life to another. So I realized, okay, this is a choice and I'm making it. Yeah. So I think I'd say that part specifically where you're saying it gets to a point where it's a choice, it started to become more important, or it started to become a choice I want to make.
Because the reason also that's come up is serving can be very inconveniencing.
Is it ever convenient?
It can be, because inconveniencing in a good way, but also just logically. Because if I'm working, I have to be at work on Monday, I'm serving on Sunday and maybe on Saturday. Like for me, thank God, I think there's a way in which also things aligned, because I remember the most of my service I've done it either in a season where I'm still at school, I'm in between the holiday, or in between jobs, in between internships, nini. So my time, I had a lot of time in my hands. There was a lot of flexibility around my schedule and all that. So I was able to be like, okay, there's a Friday kesha, then in the morning, on Saturday, there's a practice, and then on Sunday, there's a two services. Maybe in the afternoon, there's another hangout or visitation.
I was asking Victor the other day, where did we get the energy?
I think there's that.
There's a season. There's a grace for the season.
Yes. There's a certain grace for serving. And then on Monday, you still have to be at work, or
work.
you're an intern somewhere. Nini.
And they don't care that you served.
No.
It's not even in their radar.
At your time, I feel like I wouldn't go on Monday and I'd be like, oh,
tired.
okay, I'm tired.
Now.
Now.
Tunashoot Saturday. Utakuwa unaifeel mpaka
Monday. But there's a grace, like how just maximizing the seasons that you're in.
I think that's it. Yes.
And making sure you don't waste anything that God has given you. Any season, any time that God has given you. Because sometimes I find sometimes people are in spaces where maybe you're in a church setup, you're serving there, and you're feeling like, natumika.
Imagine.
How so?
Like, I feel like it's very, but you're also getting the platform, aren't you?
Yeah,
right.
But not people who are behind the scenes.
But aren't you building a skill? Let's say you're
now
at a photography. Let's say tu unafanya photography church. Ulipewa kamera, walikutrust, hawajui kaa unajua hata kuwasha.
You know.
Wakakupea kamera.
Shika.
Na sasa kuna mtu anakutrain.
Live stream, yeah.
There's fine. There's churches that are exploiting people. That is granted. But as much as kutumiana, tunatumiana sisi wote. Everybody's getting something out of this deal.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Because sometimes I usually ask myself, hadn't that passed? And kwanza serving in the worship team is a lot of work.
It is.
Uko Friday kesha, Saturdays sijui mna practice, Sundays sijui member mara ngapi. But confidence, where else would I have built the confidence? Not in my bathroom, for sure.
True. For sure.
Yeah. So, kwa hii relationship...
So it's a balance. Like, it's twofold.
It's perspective as well. I'm not saying then churches to overextend how they use people, because you also need to understand if someone is a student, they need to go to school. Why are they not going to school? Right? But even you, as you're serving, you're also receiving a skill, and you're also serving in the house of the Lord. Yeah,
that's the thing. One, I feel like, and I'm always saying this, the best place to develop a skill, serve in church.
Yeah,
serve in church. If you like speaking in front of, if you like public speaking, serve in church. You'll get an opportunity to moderate, to preach. Serve in the youth church. Sometimes,
panga viti,
panguza. If you like media things or whatever, serve in the media team.
Volunteer. Do you know the only way you can do? Volunteer.
Yes. Go behind that camera. If you just usher, go to the info desk, go protocol, whatever it may be, whatever your church offers.
Yeah.
But just be there and serve. And then second thing is, as we serve, we're not serving humans.
No.
It's service as unto God. And that's why the logic of wanantumia also for me can't fly, because kwani, who are you? Who did you come to serve?
Exactly. And the thing about that thing, you can stop at any time. Yeah, unless it's a job. Even a job you can quit, imagine. Yeah. So the question is, and to who are you doing it? Again, we are not excusing exploitation.
Yes.
But also the rhetoric of,
and then it's also, because it's also voluntary.
Yeah. You can quit at any given moment.
And you have you have also the ability to set boundaries for the service. Because sometimes we say, church kuna activities mingi, wana expect nini. Why don't you decide which ones you can plug into? Yeah. If there's back weeks of conferences, nini, and you're at work 9 to 5 and you can't make it for the weekdays, how about be there on Saturdays or Sundays? Those can be there on Wednesdays, whatever. Let them be there, maximizing the season that you're in.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes that argument can come to, of course, like you said, there are spaces where people are being exploited and overextend. But even when you know who you are serving and then you have the ability to set boundaries, even in those spaces, you're able to detect, okay, this is not healthy, or this is, and then set the right, or I need to pull back.
Yeah.
So itakuwa you wanantumia, okay, and then see the service is unto God.
It's getting to that place of realizing, yes, it's the recipients of it are the men,
yes,
but it is unto God. So first of all, relax. Yeah. And it's what you're saying, set boundaries, know what you can do and what you can't do. Because I feel also sometimes there's an overarching need to say yes. You can also say no.
You can also say no.
Yeah.
That's so hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I think it's hard for millennials, not so much for Gen Zs.
Is it a Gen Z millennial thing? I think
It's not a Gen Z millennial thing, but our generation has a very hard time saying no.
Mm-hmm.
Them, they're just like, imagine I'm not doing. Siko. Just like, when I do, I'm resting. You know, sometimes I look at my brother, I'm just wondering, wow.
Anaweza amua tu kutoka.
Yeah, imagine ataenda. Yeah. And he's very okay with it. There's no guilt associated with the choice. You know, you can say you're not going, but the guilt that is eating you inside. Yeah. But I think it's to build the muscle build your relationship with God enough. You know, sometimes I feel like when we think God will love us more if we serve him.
Aye, that's true. That's not true.
Right?
I've said that's true. That's not true. I meant that's
like
not
if
true.
the more I serve the Lord or the more I serve God, the more he owes me.
Nah. The more I'll get I'll be blessed. You
He
will
says
be
he's a
blessed because
rewarder
you
of
serve,
those who
but it's not.
diligently seek him.
Yeah.
It's about the seeking part.
Yes. It's not a transaction.
It's not transactional, no. Yeah. So I don't know what was the point, but set boundaries, do what you can, but also grow. Because you have such a great opportunity to grow. And the ones who are leaders in these spaces, like I'm saying, like my pastor is the one who realized there's something that this person we can do with her, right? Nurture them and this opportunity, they give the opportunity. So just nurture them and again, don't overdo it, but nurture them. Yeah.
I like that. I love that.
Yeah.
So even in serving, because sometimes we confine service to just church, but we have opportunities to serve even wherever we are planted to work,
even in the marketplace,
in our homes. So if you view service as such, then if you view it as serving as unto the Lord, then the burden sort of becomes lighter. So you know, the way the Bible, Jesus says, if you did it to, there's something
to your reward, you've already received your reward. Is that the verse? Yeah.
Yes. Or if you do it, like if you, I wish I'd find that context, but is it Jesus who said that you fed me, you nini it because you went to feed the widows, to feed the visit the sick and all that. So it's like you did it to me.
Yeah.
Since you did it to them, you did it to me.
Yeah.
So serving people also shows like there's a fulfillment that comes when you serve.
Yes.
That even though I served someone, then it's almost like I've served it unto the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's even with how we work, even in the marketplace. You know, it's very interesting that you don't have to say Jesus, but people will know you know the Lord. But you can say Jesus every day on Sunday, but when you show up in Monday, everybody's like, oh my God, who is this who's walked in? Because of how, I don't say your service towards people, but even your conduct towards people, right? Is it Paul who writes that we are an epistle read to men? It's us they'll see. Some people may never walk into a church. They may never pick up a Bible to read it.
Yes.
But it's how you talk to people in the office. You're always shouting at people. You're the meanest. Kwanza women, we can become the meanest bosses. I don't know why. Why is that?
I don't know.
Should we? But not all of them. I've worked with really nice women bosses.
Me too.
Very, very nice.
Same.
So it's how you even treat people, right? It's how you correct people, you know, how you appreciate people. So I think service is, or rather our conduct as believers is holistic. It's not in how well you can serve in church. It's how well do you show up on a Monday. It's how do you conduct your business, right? We can, someone was saying, you can be those people who pray every day in the morning, but the way you conduct your business, they just know this prayer is for, it's for lip service. Right? So I think it's in the conduct. It's how you come from church on Sunday and then you go and abuse your husband.
We went there.
No, I'm just saying it's very holistic. It's the man is holistic. It's not one part. Like you can't be in, what is it called? Umeiva upande moja ingine.
Yes, lukewarm.
Lukewarm. Yeah.
Love that. So I think our encouragement is wherever you're planted, serve. If you're attending a church, if you have a local church, serve. Give
Find
yourself
an opportunity and
give
serve.
your skill. Sometimes I find people who are like, okay, I don't know where to serve, I don't know where to plug in. Sometimes we look at the ministries that are shouting praise and worship, ushering protocol, but you might be good at planning.
Imagine. And how many admin the churches need admin, by the way. They do.
And driving the programs. And if you're in a church that it has structure, even if you're in a small church that doesn't have ISO structures that might be needed in a very big church, you can come in and make those structures because it's a way your mind is wired. That's also a place to serve. So don't look at the conventional ways of serving and think that's the only way God can use me within the church. Second, look beyond the church. Like, also feel like even this podcast is a way of service. Because we do talk about Christ, we do share the word, we do encourage. So it is service. And it is fulfilling. It is giving, fulfilling the mandate, go and make disciples. And that's still service in a way.
That's true. And also ask the Lord how he'd like for you to serve.
For sure.
And if you're a leader in church and you can see someone who you can tell is potential,
sometimes draw them in.
And it's a good opportunity to mentor. It's a good opportunity to just say, you look like you're interested in the camera, would you like to shadow me? Nikuonyeshe venye watu nafanya. And just like that, that's also building community and mentorship.
Love it.
Love it.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
You can let us know in the comments. Do you serve in your church? What's the thing that makes you serve better?
What's the thing that's made you stop serving?
Yeah, what's the thing that's made you stop serving? What are some of the habits we should stop within the church regarding serving?
Yes.
Is there someone who's stopped serving within the church? Send them this video. Waambie watu wa Edenjani wamesema urudi userve kanisa. And watu wananiangalia huko
in the comments, let's not use this as an opportunity to sometimes it can bring out a lot of things that are bad. Let's say it in a nice way.
Yes, that's true.
Let's call each other out in love. Because we can actually do that.
And find out why someone stopped. Sometimes someone is going through it. Sometimes they're tired, they might be burnt out, they might be figuring out their faith. Figuring out where they... Sometimes it can be a lot. So don't just say, aliacha kusava, me backslide. Who said? Who said? Ask them. Even inakwanga narrative, especially if you are serving pulpit ministry publicly and then upote we'll backslide hata usimtafute. And then sasa the people who used to serve with suddenly are not talking to you and all that. So find out even why someone is not serving. Maybe they're serving elsewhere, maybe they're burnt out, maybe they're tired. So reach out in love and draw them back in.
Amen.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. I hope it's been a nice, chill, reflective episode.
Yes.
So remember to like, to share, subscribe, as we have said, and share this video with people in your community. And until we see you next time, bye.